There he is.
I'm finally on, huh?
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties sometimes arise, but it's good to see
Yeah.
you. How's everything going?
Good, man. Good. I'm just enjoying my house, enjoying my time off, enjoying everything from life.
Yeah,
I,
man.
I know that it's a little bit difficult to do a lot of stuff nowadays, but you know what? You got to be thankful with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and that'll help me get into my first question. What
Yeah.
has life been like in quarantine? Everybody staying at home. How have you been like, passing the time, working out? Like, what's your days like these days?
Man, since I got to my house, I already started enjoying my house. I've been here for only 2 years, living in the United States,
Hmm.
and I'm really thankful with that. And I think the last time that I spent time in April in my house was 12 years ago. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
really taking advantage of this time, and basically don't I'm not doing too much. I'm just trying to do my workouts at home. Like I post on one of my Instagram stories,
Hmm.
trying to do some workout with my little brother and try to keep my focus on the season, even though that we haven't got anything clear yet. But I'm trying to keep my focus on.
Yeah, I love that, man. I think a lot of guys in your situation are just doing their best to stay ready. And so take us through that. I know you mentioned your brother. He's an up and coming guy too. Have you guys been working out together? What kind of things have you guys been doing, workout wise, just to stay ready?
Well, that all the gyms are closed, and my guy from the Cubs, he told me about buying some weight until 90 pounds, and I bought
Hmm.
him. And I've been doing what they told me to do with my brother. I've been doing my regular stuff, like upper body, lower body, staying loose, staying in shape, trying to do my best to keep my shape. And baseball wise, I haven't done too much
Hmm.
because of the same situation. But I have my own cage, which I only go by myself with my brother and one more guy. I don't
Hmm.
I don't do a lot of public things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like I say, trying to keep my shape, trying to get my swings in, my throws in, my defense working, and waiting for the season to start.
Yeah, man. You mentioned your hitting. We saw you with a Nerf gun. Can you take us through that batting practice when you were out in the driveway?
Well, that was the day that I was the second day that I got to my house. I was kind of bored, like I didn't have the weight by the time, and I already had the guns. So I told my brother, "Hey, you wanna go? You wanna be viral? Yeah, what you wanna do? Let's do some video hitting the Nerf gun." And which we did, and it was fun. It was fun. It was really hard to hit at first, but it's about having fun in my house, having enjoying the time with my little brother. I know that we have the same career, and we didn't have time to spend a lot last year, but we're having fun. That was one of the coolest video that I ever made on my own. And I'm trying to create another one. I'm trying to think what else can I do with the Nerf gun, but let's see what can I do in the next few days.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned for that. You
Yeah.
touched on your brother. I think the great thing about baseball is the game kind of never changes. It's a kid's game, and you're out in the driveway, you're playing with your brother. So, talk to us a little bit about, your relationship with him and how it's been to spend so much time with him lately.
Oh man, it's great. It's been great since we were kids. We always talk about baseball. We always talk about making the big leagues together or already made it.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of like waiting for his time to come up. I know that he's been doing great in the minor leagues. I know that he needs some adjustments, like we always do, and he keep learning. He keep asking me questions, which I enjoy talking to him about baseball, mental adjustments. I think that's the most important thing because you can have all the tools in the world, but if you don't have the ability to make mental adjustments and play one day at a time, I think it's gonna be really hard to have fun in the big leagues. You know, playing the big leagues is really an amazing experience. I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. But at the same time, you gotta be mature. You gotta be able to separate a lot of things from the field and like I say, enjoy the game, learn the game, learn your teammates, knows about the teammates. I think that gonna makes a lot easier my job. So it's not about only playing, get to the big leagues and play, but it's knowing your teammates, knowing your coaches, knowing your bosses. I mean, that makes sense too.
That's great. I want to get to a fan question. So, Smiley PJ Smith, he wants to ask, what is your favorite quarantine activity to pass the time?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm not waking up like super early. Like I said, I'm trying to take my off, my time, trying to enjoy my time off. But so far my favorite thing to do in this quarantine, besides workouts, is playing PS4.
Oh, nice.
I think we all do. I think we all do. We all playing PS4. But my favorite game so far is the NBA.
Okay. That's cool. All right, we got another one from Addie English. What's your favorite quarantine meal? And you
My
can be
first.
honest with us. You don't have to tell us that you're eating salads and, you
Oh
know.
no! I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the kind of guy that limits myself to eating only green stuff. You know, like I know how to play with my body when I gain weight, how to lose it. You know what? But my favorite quarantine meal is fried fish. I've been eating fried fish for 2 weeks already. I mean, not every day, but on the weekends. That's my meal to go to. Fried fish with arepas. There's
Hmm.
arepa we made in Venezuela, and that's my go-to right now.
All right, another fan question from Andrew Kale. For you and Grandpa Rossi, manager Rossi, to me, being catchers, how different is it going to be with him as your manager? What do you think that relationship will be like?
You know what? The only thing that changed is let's say his title, because
Hmm.
now he's the manager. Now he's my boss, but the same respect that I have from him since day one that I met him, I have right now. And I think knowing him from back 2016, he welcomed me to the team. He always asked me, like, when he retires, he always was aware of what I was doing, how I was doing, and I asked him as many questions as I could when he was playing. Hey man, having Rossi is really fun. It's really cool. I really like what we did during spring training, even though that was really short. But the quality work was amazing.
Uh, we had another question from Andy. Do you think you could throw out Javy Baez at second base?
You know what? I probably can, but he one of those guys that can do a lot of things on the field. He probably gonna find his way to be safe because he always does for us. But I'm really glad that I played with him and not against him.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great to have you and a guy like Javi on the same team playing for our team. So, another question
Thank
I have, do you have a favorite pickoff from your career that you can recall?
you. Pick up, yeah. Favorite pickup? Yes, I do. Against the LA, against the Dodgers,
Hmm.
and that was I don't I wasn't the playoff. I don't know if it was the game, probably game 3 or 4. The Justin Turner was running on second base, but he got there because uh, he hit my mitt, so it wasn't an error myself. John Lackey, that was a fun history. John Lackey got mad at me, and I, he told me like that cannot happen in here because we play in the playoff. Any runner is possibly a run, for them. And so I was thinking like through the game, and he finally got to second base, and Bruce and I got ice contact,
Hmm.
and on 3-0 count. I think that was the perfect time to throw to second base, even though he has a huge lead. And I threw it. It was out by, let's say, by a mile, by a mile or close. And helping Lucky get it out of the inning, it was one of the greatest pickup that I had.
Yeah, I mean, just for me personally, I think those are some of the most exciting plays that you can see, and you're really helping the team. Anywhere you can get an extra out is awesome.
Yeah, but especially in the playoff where a lot of people are, I'd say, really careful with the throws. Like, they get afraid to make an error, or they get that in their mind, so they limit themselves to be what they want to be in the playoffs. So that was my case.
So this question is for me personally. I've always thought about this. Like, you throw 96 miles an hour down to first on a bunt. Do you and Rizzo ever get into it about, man, you might have hurt his hand on that?
I think he probably got once or twice. But you know what? I think that's something that I've been getting better over the years. But at first, it was really hard for me to throw like soft base, first base, because when I was in the minor leagues, I tried to throw like slow, and I end up throwing it on the stand. So from there all the way to now, I like that is in my mind, and I have to throw hard. Not that I have to, but I feel better throwing a little harder than before.
Well, yeah, don't change anything like that, because that's obviously working.
Thank you.
Question: what's your favorite ballpark to play in outside of Wrigley Field? And we all know Wrigley's the best in the league. So
favorite ballpark besides Wrigley Field, I would say Washington. I love it. I think it's a nice stadium. Great lights. I can see the ball well. I hit the ball well there. I don't know. It's just really nice. I like the colors too. All the red and white. That's beside Wrigley Field. That's my favorite stadium.
Is there anything? Does it have anything to do with it that you hit your home run in the All-Star game there? Is that a little bit about it?
No. No. I think my first year, the first year that I went there was 2017, and I had a really good series. I think that started a hitting streak for me, and ever since then, I really like the ballpark.
Yeah, that's great. I have a question from Bobadilla. When was the last time you got a haircut?
The last time that I had a haircut, that's a good question. I think it was December, probably.
Wow.
Or before. But I never. It's growing up. It's growing up because there was one point where I couldn't see my hair growing up, and I thought it was going to be bald. I thought it was going to get bald, but now I'm letting my hair grow up, and I like it. But my wife doesn't like it. So,
well, this is inside baseball, but we actually happen to have the same barber, you and I. So we're both kind of rough out here. Yeah. So
nice. He's a great guy.
We're gonna need to get you back to Chicago when things get safer and get you a haircut. We can both get in there.
I don't know when I'm gonna get the next haircut. I just gonna need some lines and fade, but yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right, what's your favorite part about playing for the Cubs and playing in Chicago?
I think the history of the team. The history is really amazing, and the history that the Wrigley Field has is the most oldest stadium of the ballpark in the big leagues, and all the history that Chicago has. Like all the fans, the way they welcome me to the city, to the ballpark. How long I've been playing for the Cup system since 2009. Mm-hmm. This is my first and only. This is the first and only team that I ever been. I feel really blessed to be here, to be part of the Cubs, and I hope I can be here for a few more years. Well, man, I always say everything about the Cubs I like. I mean, the city, the fans. I think the fans are the most important thing for us. They're day in, day out, they're packed. The ballpark is packed, and every time that you go out and play, even though if you're having a bad season, they make you feel that you're having a great season, and that's one thing that I like the most.
Another fan question. What's your favorite Chicago restaurant?
My favorite Chicago restaurant is so far is RPM Steak.
Mm.
I
I don't
really
think
try.
anyone's gonna argue with that.
Of RPM Steak, they have really good food. They have really good steaks, good wines, and I do. That's what I do. RPM Steak. Every time that I have a lot of time off or some time off, I'll go there. And Latin food that I like in Chicago, because they only have two. Is the friend of Joel,
Hmm.
um, Cuba 312 and Mimas, because they make fried fish. I make them make it. So every time that I wanna eat fish like fried fish, I call my brother or my friend. Hey, just get some snapper. I wanna eat. So, yeah, those
Yeah,
two.
I'd highly recommend those two. It is great. One more for you. If you, or let's say, did you take any special trips this off season before spring training? And if so, where did you go and what was that time like?
I went to right after the season. We went to the Bahamas, like Suma,
Mm,
and it was really special. It was really fun. I took my phone off like most of the time. I wanted to disconnect from everything, after a loud season like we had last year,
right.
where you travel a lot, where the life is a little bit, it, the life is speed up. I wanted to slow it down a lot, so I went with my wife and three other friends to Exuma, and we really enjoyed it. We were looking forward to go again this off season, but now I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go.
Yeah. Okay, one last one, quick one. Do you have any funny mound visit stories from some of the guys on the Cubs right now?
No, not lately, not lately. I think that from last year, 28, no, from 2018, there was Tyler Chadwick. I know he was struggling, and I tried to like to support him because I know
Yeah.
how the way he feels. And all of a sudden, he ended up yelling at me, and then I yelled at him. We kind of arguing to each other against the San Francisco Giants. So they were bases loaded, no outs, and after we argued, he struck out the side. So when they took him out of the game, he called me aside. He said, "Hey, thank you." I said, "Why?" Because of what you said over there. And what did I say? I don't know. I didn't understand. Oh, I said, that's not nice. But he said, at the end, he said, thank you because you pumped me up. And sometimes we need that.
Well, yeah, I think I speak for everyone that, we say thanks for bringing that passion and energy to the ballpark every day, man. It's a pleasure to watch you, and best of luck, and stay safe and stay healthy out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thanks all the fans that are watching. And that's me. That's me on the field, and off the field a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't take my emotion off the field, but that's me playing with passion, respecting the game, and I hope I can do that for my career.
All right, we'll let you get out of here. You can get some snapper, and I know it's almost dinner time where you're at. So be safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. All right, that was the Q&A with Willson. Big thanks to him for giving us some time to share, stories and insights. Like everybody knows, he's one of the best in the game. So, and thanks to Budweiser, especially all the fans that submitted questions. We really appreciate it. Everybody watching the stream. Everyone stay safe. Be careful and have as much fun as you can under the circumstances. So be safe and stay healthy. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys again soon. Go Cubs.